Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. So you want to be a vlogger in the Philippines? Well, I got news for you. And on this vlog, I'm going to discuss my experiences over the last almost 2 years of vlogging in the Philippines. One thing that I can say that you have going for you, if you're an aspiring vlogger over here, is that the Philippines is one of the most popular subjects on YouTube. There's literally thousands of people. I mean, it could be hundreds of thousands of people walking around here with cell phones and cameras, hoping to be the next big thing, hoping to catch on and be seen. There's even people outside of the Philippines who vlog about the Philippines. It's that popular. But we walk a thin line over here, a fine line over here, because we have to somehow showcase the good of the country, the beauty of the country, and present the bad at the same time without offending anyone. That's not an easy thing to do. So I just want to give my 2 cents on the subject. I say join the party. There's not enough vloggers over here. Despite what anybody says, there's always going to be another unique perspective out there that we can use. While we're on the subject of uniqueness, being original, we already have enough people doing the same thing over here, saying the same thing. No two people have the same story. Tell your story and tell it with conviction. Be authentic and as sincere as you possibly can. Only then can you expect to resonate with other people out there, to make that connection that's going to be important on down the line. But that's the first thing I'll say, just being original. No people have the same story. The next thing I'm going to talk about, and this probably should have been first, was have fun. No matter whether you end up being the #1 YouTuber in the Philippines or number 10,000 like I am today, have some fun. Don't take yourself too seriously. That's probably the most important thing that I've learned on my path. Almost 2 years. August the 20th will be 2 years since I started doing this. Because really at the end of the day, it's not that important. But it is important that you have fun. Number 3, it's not really number 3. I'm just going to talk about some stuff I've learned. Is I let the content come to me. Remember I said that the good thing you got going for you is you're in the Philippines, one of the most popular subjects on YouTube, where it's also the most interesting. There's content all around you. You don't have to look too far for it. You got your eyes and ears open, it's all around you. So let the content come to you. Breathe in. Soak it all in. Most of my content falls right into my lap. I don't even have to work for it. But let your content come to you. Don't force anything. Because when you force things, that's how it's going to come out. Forced. It's not going to come out authentic. It's going to come out over the top, and no one's going to make that connection. So let the content come to you. There's so much content here. I don't care if you want to do a travel channel. I don't care if you want to just talk about the people, your own experiences, which, by the way, there's nothing easier to talk about than yourself. And when you're being open and honest, it's going to help you down the line, especially with what I'm going to talk about next, which is you can't choose your viewers. So get ready. Be prepared for the devil's advocates, the debaters, the haters. But there's a hide user button that's come in real handy for me. But you can't choose your viewers. And that's very important. You have to understand that you're going to lock horns with somebody. But remember, just have fun. It's not that serious. Listen to your viewers and subscribers. This is something else I learned on my 2 years. There's a reason why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Learn to tell the difference between criticism and real advice. And I get a lot of my content from the people watching. And remember, I was talking about the connection that's going to be important down the line. Eventually, you're going to create or develop a core group of supporters. And they're going to be with you no matter what. And you kind of lean on them when you're indecisive, when you're feeling down, when the trolls come at you. So yeah, learn how to listen to your subscribers. Know the difference between criticism and real advice. Because it's not a day goes by over here that I don't run into somebody that wants to be smarter than the vlogger. It's just how we are. I was talking to Sydney last night. That's where I am now, Moncton, Newtown. We're on our way to Penglao Bahal, and he let us spend the night here on our way to the pier. He said, Calvin, he said, some people are just debaters by nature. If you say A, they're going to say B, even though they may not have a reason for saying B. But yeah, I've learned to listen to my subscribers. I get a lot of content from my subscribers. Another thing that I've learned is to find your niche. Find what you're comfortable with and talk about that. If you're more comfortable behind the camera, then get behind the camera. If you're more comfortable talking in front of the camera, do that. If there's a certain subject that you're more comfortable talking about, then talk about that. Because when you comfortable, it comes across to your viewers. And see, that's what's important. Not so much your subscribers. YouTube rewards us by our views, not our subscribers. I was shocked to find out that 44% of my views come from people who aren't my subscribers. They find my videos some kind of way. You know, YouTube keeps up with all those analytics for you. And that's one thing I like about YouTube. Because I can spend my time doing other things. Because people often tell me, Calvin, I don't want to start a YouTube channel. Takes up too much of my time. Well, really, my experience is different than that. I spend about 15 to 20 minutes a day on my vlogs. They're live, they're real time, they're never edited. Now, what you're going to see today, and I've done this a couple of times, is I'll run clips back to back to back together, but that's about the extent of my editing. But YouTube does all of that for you. And it frees up my time to be more creative. Something else I'll talk about, and I'll get off here, is don't be afraid of the truth. See, and people is going to know that. They're going to know whether you're afraid to really talk about what's really going on around you. Most of the time the truth is staring us right in the face and we don't see a damn thing. So don't be afraid of the truth and don't be afraid to talk about it. You'll learn how to stay on that thin line I was talking about. There's more good over here than bad. But I have to talk about the bad. I call it the 360. And then people say, oh no, you're revisiting the subject, and because somebody said this to you or somebody said that. No, that's why they call it 360, the complete circle. You got to look at both sides and whatever's in between there. And I do that a lot. But I'm not afraid of the truth, because the truth will set you free. It might make you some enemies, but it's going to set you free. So that's just a few things that I learned on my journey. If you want to be a vlogger over here, be an original. Everybody has a unique perspective. Present your unique perspective. We don't need any more copycats. We got enough people over here doing the same thing, saying the same thing. And these the YouTubers are the people who watch these videos. They're going to pick up on it really, really quick. They're going to know, they say, hey, he's trying to sound like this, or his content is trying to be like that. Have fun. It's the most important thing. It's the most important lesson I learned. Don't take yourself too seriously. At the end of the day, it's not that serious. You're going to run into your naysayers because you cannot choose your viewers and subscribers. There's going to be devil advocates on every corner. Some people are just outright stalkers, trolls. It's just something that if you decide to be a vlogger in the Philippines, you have to deal with. Listen to your viewers and subscribers. Find the silver lining in the dark cloud. Learn to tell criticism from real advice. I get a lot of my content from my comments and my viewers and subscribers. Let your content find you. Quit trying so hard. In the Philippines, it's all around you. I mean, I can't step outside my door without being some content. If you've got your eyes and ears open, the content is literally going to fall into your lap. Don't be afraid of the truth, guys. Give the people the 360. You can't talk about the beaches, booty, and bombshell all day. As vloggers over here, we walk a very fine line. It's a thin line. We have to showcase the beauty and the good of the Philippines, and at the same time present the bad and the ugly without offending anybody. And it's not an easy thing to do. It's literally thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people walking around here with cameras and cell phones. Good morning.
Good morning, Cebu.
Thank you. Hoping to be the next big thing. Hoping to be seen. And whether you're number 1 or number 10,000, tell your story. Tell it with conviction. Be authentic and as sincere as possible, because only then can you expect to resonate with the people out there, to establish that connection that's going to be so important on down the line. So thank you for stopping by again today. If you're in America, it's late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. And while I'm on there, let me say one more thing. Give back. Whether you earn 1 peso as a vlogger on YouTube over here or not, give back, because the Philippines is going to give you so much more. So learn to give back in a small way, in a big way. Whatever you can, learn to give back. You don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs. just getting off second shift. On your lunch break, you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. It's about 8 a.m. Friday morning. They're doing a lot of construction around here in Moncton, Newtown. Sorry I'm walking past here, but remember, I'm on their time. We're on our way to Hang Lao Bahal, get the kids out. It's summer vacation over here. And they're running around, bumping into each other in the house. I said, hey, let's go there for a little while. Now, a day goes by, I don't help somebody over here. On Friday again, we're going to have our 1,000 peso pandemic giveaway drawing that we've been doing ever since I started my channel. It's what started my channel. Started it on Facebook. Just to help Filipinos who are struggling during the pandemic and during the lockdowns. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.